weapons. They're quite important for survival on the Ark. To be honest, if they weren't here, you'd be dead. And raptors can be useful, but they're not always going to protect you. So it's good to have your own way of defending yourself, and also destroying things. Hence, why weapons exist. Now, there are a lot of different types of weapons. Obviously, you've got the guns, and you've got the crossbows, and, you know, all that stuff. You've got swords, you've got melee. But which are the best? I wonder. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't I make a top 10? And that's what I'm here to do today on Ark Survival Evolved with Raptor. This is a random raptor in my solo world. He looks quite nice, to be honest. I think he's yeah, he's a nice guy. So what do I see as a weapon? Well, it can be a tool as well, like, I don't know, a sickle or pickaxe. Just basically something that helps you, you know, attack stuff, mine stuff, get into resources. Yeah, and just aids you, really. And this top 10 is basically the best. Well, no. Number 1 being the overall best weapon in the game, and number 10 being still good, but just, you know, the worst out of the 10. I will give some honourable mentions as well, but without further ado, let us begin the top 10 weapons. Alright guys, so we have come to the top of this mountain for the first weapon on this list. Now, why a mountain? Next to a metal rock? You might have some ideas. Well, if you're smart enough, then you're right. Number 10 on our list is the metal pick. Now, this thing is pretty good. It is a really good crystal harvester, the best in the game. At least I think so. I've only really experienced the island, but out of the tools, this is one of the best for mining. In fact, probably the best. As you can see, we're going to mine this metal rock. I don't know if it shows it because I have hood off. No, it doesn't. That's fine. We'll mine it anyway. Let's see how much we got from that. So, from that, we got 68 metal, which is pretty good. We got some stone, so it's decent for metal, actually. Not the best, but that's reserved for anklers. However, this is the best way of getting crystal, to my knowledge. And it has a decent durability. I believe the durability on this thing is 40. I lost only 1 durability from that. It doesn't cost too much. I'll show you the cost on screen right now. So yeah, it's decent. Not great for damage, obviously, because, you know, it's big. But yeah, this is a great tool to have when you go mining, because anklers aren't that good with mining crystal. So as long as you have a metal pick with you, you're going to get crystal pretty well. It's not bad for obsidian either. It's just an overall decent tool and pretty effective for getting metal in the early game, because you might not have anklers right away, because obviously you need this to mine metal. You can't, you know, use a stone one. So if anything, this is like the best way of getting smithies and all that, so it's pretty effective for that. So yeah, that's why the metal pick is in number 10. Alright, so the next weapon on our list at number 9 is the sickle. Probably wondering why the sickle's up this high. Well, pretty much because of how good it is against fibre. As you can see, here's a bush. Normally, you can harvest berries from these, but if you don't want the berries and you just want the fibre, then, yeah, I'd like it if it showed me what I got last time I did. Anyway, so we got 112 fibre from that, not bad. Main reason I think this is a decent weapon is because of the early game. It's not really effective in the late game because fairies exist, fairy xenosaurs. But this is a really good way of getting fibre in the early game if you do not have a fairy xenosaur. Because fairy xenosaurs aren't easy to tame. They will scratch you to death. They're not something to mess with, so having a good way of getting a decent amount of fibre in the early game is pretty good. It's also better than hand-picking bushes. You sadly don't get berries, but that's fine. Honestly, I'm not really, you know, disappointed by that, because berries are already really easy to get, because, you know, parasols and Brontos exist, but I just find this as a really good starter weapon. Obviously, you can get better versions of this, better rarities in the beacons, so you can make so it makes the harvesting even better. I think the damage on this is pretty good. I'll show you the damage now. And now I'll show you the crafting recipe. It's not too bad. But yeah, this is quite a decent little tool to have at the beginning of the game. It does get outclassed, but even then, still pretty good. So let's see. Yeah, you get quite a bit of fibre. Not like an amazing amount or anything, but it's fine. It's fine, okay? But yeah, that is the sickle in the 9th spot on the list. Alright, so this is probably going to be the most annoying part to record for me. Because in the 8th place, we have the bowler. Yes, I'm counting this. Look, it's stun stuff, okay? So, this is a pretty early game tool. And basically, its use is to temporarily stun little creatures and stop them from moving so you can tame them or kill them. Oh my god. Are you joking? Are you joking? Go away. I will kill you with this sickle. I'm not afraid. Sorry about that little disturbance. So yes, here we have the bowler. So, it is decent to craft, I'll show you that now. And that's a fairy down there. And I believe there's a Carno down here as well. So we're going to have to be careful about that. Now, over here are some Dilos. Oh my god, you go away. I will punch you to death. I do not need to put that weapon away. I'm meant to get this out. I don't know why I'm using a sickle to kill these guys. But I don't even have my hood on, so that's probably why. It would probably be useful if I did do that, to be honest, but oh well. So yes, here's the bowler. Now, as you can see here, there's a Dilo. And it's aggro to me. And it's chasing after me. Well, yeah, the bowler's better on raptors, but, you know. We'll use this Dilo as a good way of showing what it does. So, basically, you swing it in the air by holding RT, if you're on Xbox, and then you throw it at it. And as you can see, it cannot move. Now, it does have a limit, so it will break out eventually, but it's quite decent, especially on raptors. It's really effective on raptors, not for just taming them, but for also killing them if they're a nuisance, because raptors are very deadly in the early game, so having a good way of stunning them is very good. As you can see, this Dilo cannot move. Yeah. And now he's free. Now he's running away like a pussy. Yeah, so that is the bowler. It's pretty good. And definitely a must-craft in the early game. Not just for taming, but also for slowing your enemies down. So yeah, that is the bowler in the 8th spot. Alright, so the next weapon at number 7. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to count this because it's on another top 10 weapons list. So, with that being said, the next weapon on our list is the Spyglass. Yeah, you're probably thinking it's not a weapon. Look. You can hit with it, okay? It's a weapon. So, why is this really useful? Well, simply because this is very good at looking into the distance. As you can see, that goes pretty far. And another reason why this is really good, for taming really, this is good. And you're probably thinking, why is it good for taming? It's literally a stick of wood with glass in the middle. Well, let me tell you why it's good. Because if you look at dinos with this thing... Oh, of course, I'm going to have to... You can see that it shows the level. Which is very, very good. Why? It's so you know which dinosaurs are worth taming and which aren't. And as you can see most of the weapons on the list. But you don't know which order they're in, so it's a surprise really. So yeah, you can see pretty far away, and you can see their levels. Meaning you can determine which dinosaur you want to tame, and which ones you don't want to. It also tells you the name, so you actually know which dinosaur you're looking at. Like, as you can see, the Phenomia down there. And you can also use this, I figured this out, as a long distance call. So you know how you can whistle, follow to your, like pterodons and stuff. And you know that sometimes, you accidentally touch water and they're far away and I can't get up this bloody hill. They're far away in distance, you can't reach them. Well, I figured out that the spyglass can further improve the distance. So, as you can see, pterodon, don't question the name. Yeah, for some reason spyglass does this. It's really annoying actually. Let me just put this pterodon somewhere like down here. Alright. I believe that's an explorer now. I'm not going to touch that just so you guys don't have to listen to Edmund Rockrell talking about his life. And I'm dehydrated. Well, that's fine. Just drink. So, as you can see, our pterodon is all the way down there. Let's get to a high place, and let me show you what this can do. Obviously, what should be close enough to follow me? It will happen. I promise you. In fact, is going up here the best area? Yeah. So as you can see, my pterodon is just down there, just, living life. And I whistle follow, and it's... Oh my god. Okay, so that is now pretty far away, and... Where is it going? Alright, it's up there. So, let me try and follow now. It doesn't come back. But, if we now use the spyglass, and do this, it should follow. The one time it doesn't work, I swear down. So if we get a bit closer, I think we're too far away. If we now try this again. As you can see, it heard my whistle. Which probably makes you think, how does that even make any logical sense? Because, yeah, I question the mechanic myself, but it works, and it's pretty effective, so that is why the spyglass is in the number 7 spot on this list. Alright, so the next weapon, or should I say weapons, on the list, it's 2 weapons fighting for the 6th place. Because I can't decide which one's better, to be honest. They've both got their advantages and disadvantages. So without further ado, the next 2 weapons at the 6th place are the pike and the sword. I already like the sword better because of its sound. Yeah. So yeah. So I'll show you the crafting recipe for the pike. Pretty good actually. And it's more metal for the sword, but yeah, it's still fine. So the crafting recipe is not bad. Let's go over the pike first. As you can see, that is a raptor. Let's get the hood up so you can see just what damage we're doing here. And we're going to deal with this raptor. As you can see, we're doing 78 damage, which is pretty good. And the attack speed on this thing is... it's alright. And I killed that raptor level 48 pretty easily. So yeah. Pretty decent weapon. So, the sword has a higher DPS. Well, sorry. The pike has a lower DPS than the sword, but it also has a better range, making it really good for small creatures like Troodons. Troodons. Ah, come here then. Okay, we're gonna take care of this Troodon now. I'm probably gonna fall asleep. And if there's any other Troodons nearby, then I'm pretty much gonna fall asleep. Yeah, the torpidity on the guys is just stupid, man. So yeah, that is what the pike does. So it's good for range, decent for attack, and just, yeah, it's fine, really. But here's when it just kind of, like, you know, this is where I feel like the sword's equal. Let's see what the sword does now. So, it has a lower range, but it has a higher DPS. So let's see how much damage we do with a hit. So we do 141 with a hit. So it does more damage than the pike. However, oh shoot. So yeah, so at that time we did, okay, so it's a bit different each time. We do around 90 to 140 damage. So it has a higher attack damage, but it has a lower range, but a higher DPS. And I believe the durability on the sword is a lot less than the pike. I might be wrong. Oh no, the pike's lower. Oh. Wow. So maybe the sword is better now that I think about it. Yeah, maybe if the pike could be thrown. But yeah. This is why I see them as equal, because they're both really, really good. One's better with rage, one isn't. One's got a higher DPS, and one's better with damage. I don't know, really. They're both decent weapons, so I'll leave that to you guys in the comments if you want. So yeah, that is the sword and pike in the 6th place. Alright, so we are halfway through the list already. And we're now on the top 5. They're mainly guns, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, the number 5th, wow. The number 5 weapon is, yeah, it's a pistol. But not just any pistol. The simple pistol. First of all, you're probably thinking, why is the fabricated pistol not here instead? Well, that's bad. That's all I'm going to say. So, this is a pretty easy weapon to get. Here's the crafting recipe now. So, not too bad. Way cheaper than the long neck. But this is just a small little weapon. The bullets are also really easy to get. So, it's not bad. It has a clip ammo of 6. So, quite good with... Oh my god. Hello. Now's a good time to test out the damage. And I have no hood, so I'm probably going to miss all these shots. Oh, I didn't even show the damage. Frick. You can tell I know how to use the hood, guys. So we did 59 damage a shot. So that's not bad. So you have a clip of around, well, it's 6. So 59 times 6 is this number on screen. I can't be bothered to look it up. So let's shoot again. So that is 39 that time. 39 again. Can you like not? I don't know why I'm shooting compies with a gun, but look, I'm showing you what the weapon does, okay? So yeah, so it does like 30 to 50 damage around that. It's pretty decent. I'll show you what the what Safari says about the gun. So yeah, not bad. Yeah, there's not really much else. So it's just an easy weapon to get. Bullets are really easy. And just a decent weapon all around. As you probably notice on Minehead Warden's World, we use this weapon quite a lot as it's really cheap. And it does a lot of damage for some reason, although they're, you know, rarity and stuff. But we're not going to count the rarity in this video because, you know, individual weapons, because it's just better, really. Rarity just makes it better. So yeah, that is the simple pistol. Pretty good. Does quite a bit of damage, actually. And not that bad for early game. Obviously, it's outclassed by a load of guns, which we'll get to now. But yeah, that is the simple pistol in the number 5 spot. And this guy is probably going to die soon. So yeah, that's nice. Alright, so, in the number 4 spot, we have the fabricated sniper rifle. And look at this beauty of a gun. Like, you got a scope and everything. It's pretty good, actually. So yeah, this is quite expensive when it comes to crafting. Here it is now. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. This can be crafted in a fabricator, obviously, because it's a fabricated sniper rifle. My one complaint about this gun, for the most part, is its durability. The durability on this gun is pretty bad. And that's one thing that is why it's in the 4th place. As you can see, it's only 70 durability. So yeah, not the best for durability. And I believe it is I think it's 1 durability per shot. We'll test that now on this Diplo. So let's see how much damage we do with a headshot. So we do 98, so pretty decent actually for a headshot. Let's look at durability now. Yeah, so 16 out of 70, nice. So yeah, so the weapon does a bit of damage. It has a clip ammo of 8, so you can spam this. It's basically a long neck rifle, just, you know, has more clips but doesn't do as much damage. I can't wait to get into the long neck. So yeah, we're doing quite a bit of damage to this thing. Should be dead soon. I say that. It's like barely bloody. So yeah, got it quite bloody with this thing. What I like is how fast you can use this gun. Obviously it requires quite a bit of ammo if you're going to use it like that. But you can see the durability is already nearly halfway. So yeah. I don't believe you can find different rarities of it. It's not on the island anyway. So we just killed that Diplo. Pretty decent. It's not the best gun in the game, but it works. It's rapid fire, obviously, because you got a clip ammo of 8. And it has a scope on it. So, to be honest, it's not a bad weapon. But obviously it's not the greatest. But it is quite good at dealing with enemies at far ranged. Especially like big enemies like Stegos. So, we did about 98 per hit. So we'll just round that up to 100, because why not? So you do about 800 damage per clip, which is pretty good. And yeah, that is the fabricated sniper rifle. Decent. Okay-ish. But I'd say it's pretty worth it. So yeah, that is why it's in the 4th spot. Alright, so the next weapon at the number 3 spot is the crossbow. Yes, the crossbow. Now, the reason the crossbow is at number 3 mainly is because there's a lot of different ways you can use this weapon. By that I mean you can use the standard arrow, which is pretty decent. The damage on this thing, it's not the greatest, but it's fine for early game. Here's the crafting recipe. So yeah, not bad. And yeah, we're gonna you're gonna test how much damage it does with a headshot. So it does 67 damage, so not bad. It's quite close to the fabricated sniper rifle and the pistol. This thing is gonna be annoying. So let's get a bit of distance from this thing. We can shoot it even more. Pew. So I did 40 that time, but that's because I hit one. So that guy's probably not the best target to test on because it's got armor. But yeah, we're doing decent damage to this thing, and it. What the hell is that? Oh, did it try to do its like weird stun attack? It like pierces you and holds you. Maybe not that is. It's like taking care of this Stego. I have no idea what that was. Ah, there we go. Still. What even is this? What is it even doing to me? I'll look at the durability in a minute when this thing's dead. It seems to be running away. Probably regaining some health. Let's not let it do that, shall we? Obviously, this thing isn't as accurate at guns because, you know, it's not like machine as much. It's machine. So you're gonna have to be a. You have to aim well. Mainly just aim like above when it's far ranged. Yeah, the reloading isn't that bad either. It's pretty fast actually. So yeah, we're gonna deal with this guy. Hopefully he's gonna die soon. He's taking quite a while though. He's taking some hits. So yeah, I find this as a really good weapon. It's quite fast actually. Obviously, you use stone arrows, which are really easy to get, especially in like late game. They're just you can get scores of them. incredibly rich on arrows. So this thing is just taking its time. I'll speed this up. So finally, the beast is dead. That honestly took more hits than it should have. Especially for the level it was. It was 60... What was that? Anyway. So, yeah. Not a bad weapon. It's better for smaller creatures, in my opinion. Like Dilos, Raptors. Just because it's cheap. No. Explore now. I'll have to get that at some point. After this recording. So yeah, that is the crossbow with the arrows. Now, another reason why I really like this weapon is because you can use this for a lot of different ways. You can obviously use trank arrows. I won't go over those because it's really self-explanatory. Trank arrows, pretty decent for the early game. Obviously, you can use the crossbow in the water, unlike the guns, because it's not like machine. So it's probably the best way of taming underwater creatures with the harpoon gun. I've never used that, so I can't really say if it's good or not. But yeah, the harpoon gun is probably, I'd say it's probably in the honourable mentions, to be honest. But I'll get to that when I need to. So yeah, you can use the trank arrows in there, which is pretty good. It's quite fast. It's a bit faster than the long neck as well, so you can get more torpidity in, I think. But another reason why I really like the crossbow is because it's the only way you can use grapple hooks. Now, grapple hooks are very important for caves. I think there are a few caves where they're basically, you need them, otherwise you're not getting the artifact. Now, what can this grapple hook do exactly? Why is the grapple hook good? Well, let me show you. So, obviously, you aim and shoot, like that. Let's see if it actually hits some. I didn't hit some. Great. Failing already. Raptor boy for you. So yeah, if we just say fire this rock over here, we have attached the grappling hook to it. Now to reel yourself in, it's RT. Just like that. Now if you jump and do that, obviously, vault jump. So yeah, you can just grapple hook to certain areas. You can use this to, you could like grapple up to like a big rock to avoid like little, say like those little Dilos and compies eating away at your health. You're dangling over them, and you can switch to another weapon and use that instead, like this long neck here. And you can go pew pew and get rid of them. And when you're sick of using this and dangling here like a bunny rabbit, you just press the button for crouch and you get rid of it. I believe you can also grapple hook onto your tames, so that's a good way to get your tames if you've been knocked off by, say, Microraptors, and you're far away from your tame. You can always grapple hook to your tame and get back on them. So let's test this. As you can see, I've grapple hooked onto my tame, and I can now get on it. And I think that gets rid of it. Yeah, it does. Anyway, so yeah, that is the crossbow. Pretty useful overall, and it's got a look. Is that? I'm just seeing something. Anyway, I just noticed that the crossbow's like, it's a bit different. I'm just on drugs. Anyway, so yeah, that is the crossbow in the third spot. Alright, so the runner-up to number 1 is the long neck rifle. Very, very effective. So, not only is this probably the best long range weapon, but you can also use trank darts in this thing. This is probably my favourite way, and also probably the best way, of taming, as it's the only gun where you can use tranquilizer darts. And it is pretty effective. Now, first off, let's just talk about the normal bullets. So, use simple rifle armor for this thing, and they're not that bad to craft. Here it is now. The actual gun itself it's a bit expensive on metal, especially for the early game, but it is worth every single bit of metal and hide and whatever it's made out of. I can never remember why, which is why I show you the crafting recipe with pictures, because then you guys can actually see it without me getting it wrong. So yeah, this is the best ranged weapon in the game. And now that I say that, you probably have an idea of what number 1 is. So yeah, let's find something to shoot at and see what damage this does. It will appear. I'm in a part of the jungle I don't go to a lot, so that's why I came here. Now, you can put scopes on here. I didn't talk about the attachments because I don't need to. Pretty self-explanatory what they do. So yeah. But I will say the scope on the long neck is really good. But yeah, as you can see, there's a tech power sword down here. I'm going to shoot it in the head if it would stop moving. I'm probably going to miss this first shot. I can already sense it in the force, because apparently the force is in this game. So let's shoot this guy. 333 damage in one shot. And that literally just instant killed this guy. So yeah, kind of need to... could have got a bit more if I used different weapons. Oh well, that's a shame. So yeah, the damage on this thing, pretty good as you just saw. You probably know what I mean by like the fabricated sniper rifle being just a different version of the long neck, just more rapid fire and less damage. It literally is. But the long neck does a lot of damage for one hit. Now obviously it's only got a clip ammo of 1, but to be honest, it doesn't take that long to reload. And also the reloading is probably my favourite in the game. So yeah, long neck is pretty good. Now, let's tame something. Let's tame something. I'm probably going to tame some just like random raptor or something. So, the trank darts, obviously in this thing, are really good. They're pretty fast. Obviously they're not as fast as bullets, but they work either way and they're pretty good. And there's a swamp over here, not bad at all. And I think it's becoming nighttime, so that's nice. Maybe we could find something easy to tame, maybe. If there is something easy to tame here, which they easy. Do I really want a Phenomia? No, sure. So this Phenomia over here is a level 48. Did I see just then? If you would stay still, yes. And there's can I meet that guy? I'll get that guy. Oh shoot! Get away! Get away! So yeah. Oh, there's a raptor. There's a raptor. We're going for that. We're going for that. Oh, we're going for that indeed. So as you can see, the raptor is just minding his own business, or her own business. Let's knock him out. I missed. So yeah, so it's the same reload time. I don't know why you'd think it'd be any different. If you would stay still, please, that would be appreciated. Because raptors are very fast for some reason. Let's ball this guy. Ah, no, I'm still. And I'm being attacked by the raptor. I don't know if it's after me or not. It is. So, yeah, this guy's pretty good. So we got it. And you can just stay there. So we have the raptor bollard, so I can just get it easily. So, shot number 2. And these dickheads have just been themselves. You go away, I'm trying to tame this raptor. Shot number 4, I think. I can't remember. 5. And it's out. You buggers can fuck off. Go away. Sorry for my profanity. And you can go away as well. Oh my god, there's more! Go away! So what level raptor was that? 64, and it took like 4 or 5 shots. Not bad. And oh my god. Go away. Actually go away. Yeah, I think I prefer the sword now. So yeah, we have this raptor. Just gonna get some food. You know. I wasn't planning on taming a raptor, but you know, alive. So I'm going to wait for this raptor to tame up. So yeah, that is the long neck rifle. Very useful, very good with range, probably the best with range. Its damage is really good. It's not long reload. Crafting recipe is it's fine it's fine. Obviously, it's better for late game, but all in all, this weapon is very good, very effective, and very versatile, which is why it is in the number 2 spot. Alright guys, we're finally here. It is approaching sunrise. In fact, it is sunrise. The obelisk shines brightly in the slightly dark sky, and these big llama things exist. And it is time to show you the number 1 weapon, in my opinion, in Ark Survivor Evolved, for being the best. So, without further ado, the best weapon in Ark is... Wait, why did it stop? I was literally about to get into the best weapon in the game. Why did it stop? I think you'll find that you have not mentioned the Honourable Mentions, like you said at the start of the video. Oh, right. Okay, here they are. Well, go on then. Explain why they're Honourable Mentions. Okay. The metal hatchet is pretty good with clearing bodies, and you get quite a bit of meat and hide for them. But it's not obviously as good because you can use that with tames instead. The right shield is pretty good at protecting you. It doesn't weigh too much, unlike the metal shield, and is a lot stronger than them both, and isn't the worst to craft, even if it does need, you know, crystal, polymer, and all that lot. And the rocket launcher does decent damage, but has really low durability. Show them the crafting recipe. Alright, calm down, jeez. Well, maybe you should show what they're like in action so we have an understanding of how useful they are. Oh my goodness, will you just go away? Ah! Honestly, that kid, he's worse than Stark Rabbit. Anyway, back to the number 1 weapon. The pump action shotgun. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this thing is so good. Also, I did take that raptor. That raptor's in a cryopod now. So, why is the pump number 1? You're probably asking. Well, first off, its durability is insane. So, it's 300. So, that is pretty good, actually. That is a really good durability for a gun. It's got a clip ammo of 6, which we'll get into why that's good. The crafting recipe is this. Not that bad, actually. And I believe, yeah. So, the damage on this thing. It's insane. Obviously, it's not a range weapon, it's more of a close weapon, but oh my goodness, it is so good. Here's this Beelzebuful right here. Let's shoot him and see how much damage we do. If he could stop me. So we did quite a lot of 27 damage there. Now, the damage for this is, I believe, like 34 times like 14. Something like that. I'll show you it now. That is pretty good. And it dealt with that level 80 Beelzebuful quite easily. Let's shoot something else. Here's this Dimorphodon. Boom, dead. What else could we do? This Phenomia. Boom, dead. Level 48, just dead, like that. It's actually just... I don't even know how it's a weapon. It's that good. Look, I'm just like destroying every little thing here. Obviously, it's a bit hard with like flying things like this, but that's the same with any gun. Tell me a gun that's good at, like, you know, tell me a gun that can home it. has a homing shot. Exactly. Isn't it? Let's see, that guy's dead. So yeah, the range is, to be honest, the range on this thing is not that bad for what it does. But it does so much damage. It's insane. Think of like one you get from like a red beacon where if we got like a journeyman one, it'd be insane. Let's see how fast it takes to get rid of this level 40 paracetamol. And also remember, this thing has a clip ammo of 6, so you can actually spam this. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Big giant, dead. We're going to deal with this other one as well, because it's really annoying. Boom. Oh, Baryonyx. Oh, that's a shame. What are we going to do about this guy? What are we going to do? Dead. It's so simple. And oh my goodness. Yeah, that's why you don't mess with the pump action shotgun. Now, the ammo for this is simple shotgun ammo. Can be quite a nuisance at the start of the game to get. But as you get more into the game, they're easy to craft. And then you just, fire. Do you know what this weapon's probably best for? It's caves. This weapon is just, it's a must-need in basically every cave in the game. As spiders, araneos, onyx are very, very annoying because they get to, they just, oh, there's a raptor. Dead. Probably should have taken that, to be honest. But yeah, bats, spiders, and scorpions, they catch you up to pretty quickly. And if you could just pump them in the face, it just gets rid of them, like, instantly. Not to mention the reload timing on this is not that bad either. So, we use that gun quite a bit. What's the durability? That is insane. That is so good. So yeah, that is why, in my opinion, the pump action shotgun is the best in the game. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the tier list. Ranking video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is quite different because I'm not done like a ranking or tier list for ages. It's glad to get back into them again. I might do more. I'm thinking of doing one with Tames at some point. Mainly just for Island only, and then when we get to Genesis and all that, you know, that stuff. Let's end off this video by killing this guy. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a like, you know. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more ARC videos, you know. Because I have a series with this chicken guy who exists. He's called Head Warden. You can probably sub to him too. He plays ARC. He's an interesting guy, I'll say that much. So yeah, we have a series together. If this is the first video you're seeing of me, then it probably will be, because this will probably come up, because there's not many, like, you know, top 10 weapons. I've only seen like one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, even I can't remember what I've seen myself. Probably because this dialogue blinded me, so I can't remember what I saw. Because I can't see. But yeah, if you're new to this channel from this video, then I basically just make ARC videos at the moment, really. So yeah, check out the series on the channel. We're like on episode 20ish. So yeah, doing pretty good on that. We have a lot to show you next time we do a video. Ooh, we have made a lot, and we've got a lot as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.